culture is intact. We wanted to do what they did and more and better. And we don't want anybody displaced. We don't want anybody to leave this neighborhood because of taxes or because of anything. We don't want anybody to leave. And we wanted to stop gentrification.
And what's the name of the neighborhood?
Our neighborhood is sort of like the Goral Street neighborhood. So it's Goral and Martin. And we're also, we have a footprint now on Old Ashboro, which is Whittington, MLK, and Julian. So we've just bought property and renovated that. We bought Nettie Code's house. And I don't know if you know Nettie, but Nettie was an amazing organizer here. That's the Nettie Code Apartments on MLK is named after her. But she kind of was a real mentor to us. And her house, she died of lung cancer several years ago. She's been a real leader with the Greensboro Health Disparities Collaborative, looking at closing the racial gap in treatment completion between Black and white patients with lung and breast cancer. And so she was just a real leader in anti-racism around here. So she died. And her house was just in a state of disrepair. People were like using the bathroom in the backyard. People were sleeping on the front porch. It was just a dumping ground for trash. And so we're almost like in the final stage of the rehab. So if you drive down MLK at 706 MLK, and it's gorgeous.
Is it already listed?
Not yet. We don't really list the houses because
I looked, but I can't find anything the projects that you guys are doing.
Yeah, well, we can give you the address of them, but we have so many friends, and our kids have friends.
Yeah,
they're just like, you got another house, so we don't have to put them on the market because they're and there's so many people, and we want people in the neighborhood that value the neighborhood, that want to live there, that want to invest there. You know, they talk about the broken window syndrome. It's like, oh well, when one window breaks, another one breaks, and then things start to decline. But we also know when you fix the window, then other people fix their window, and then it starts to improve.
Right.
So we're on that upswing.
One of our models is we may buy the house, we'll buy the house, we'll rehab it, and if you can't get financing, we'll build it just the way you want it. And our sons, they're realtors and brokers, so they help them get their financing. And so we'll put them in the house until their finances kick in, and then they can just transition with the financial part of it, because we've already put everything out there.
Yeah, and the buyers are young Black men, young Black couples, you know.
Is there a criteria they have to meet to?
It all depends on, you know, like what they want in the house. If you want a $300,000 house and you make this much money, this is what you have to do. Right. So they work with them on that.
That's good.
You know, if you can only afford a $225,000 house and you have to cut down on the granite countertops and maybe do butcher block or whatever, you know, it's just up to them.
We still do that for them, and they may have to come out of pocket. They still may do their financing with the bank. They still may owe a little bit extra to get all the extra on the side as well.
So we would help them with the extra financing to get in the house.
Okay.
Well, I got a question because I used to live on this side of town. I purchased a house back in